This, from the air, is where that dark streak through the jungle is. This is a gully. Undeniably, it's a gully. Like a dry gully at the moment. Hold on. See that is not salty. It is water of sorts. I don't actually taste it because the amount of bacteria in there will be huge, but as ugly as it looks, that's a fresh water source. I can't drink it until it's, I would say, filtered and then purified. As long as I can filter this water to a degree where there aren't particles in it, and I can't see any particles in it, if I fill up plastic drinks bottles and leave them in the sun for 4 to 6 hours, then the UV radiation will purify the water for me. It smells like decaying vegetation. But again, it's not terrible. 8 bottles of water collected. One funnel. That coconut matting, that's going to be my first layer.
Passing the water through various layers of different materials should filter out a good proportion of the solid particulate matter.
Look at this.
Charcoal from an old fisherman's camp.
Beach almond, leaves, and pebbles. 1 filter, complete. Let's see how this goes. So there you go. That's filtered. That water there and the one below has not got particles in it anymore.
That's quite remarkable. The water is already really clear.
I think that was a relative success.
Now, stage 2.
These rocks are as black as I can get, so that'll give the bottles maximum UV exposure. It's still extraordinarily hot, and so come back in 4 hours, I guess.
And as the sun starts to set, it's time to gather my water and finally have that drink.
It's definitely a bit of swamp in there. But that's fresh water and I'm drinking it. Do you know what? That's drinkable. That is drinkable. Everything is telling me that that was a good move and that it was worth the huge energy expenditure to sit in a potential camp with the sun going down, having just drank a bottle of fresh water. It's a little pat on the back, isn't it? Survival over. It's time to thrive.
Morning. It is day 4. Seems a bit of a grey day today. Maybe the sun will burn it off, but patchy sleep. Waking up needing a loo. Bit cold. At this stage, I definitely haven't eaten enough food to have boundless enthusiasm. I'm lacking energy this morning, and I think a fire is the answer to everything. Once I've got a fire going, I can boil my water. Got a fire going, I can eat food. So many things open up. Yesterday, I was saying it's time to thrive. The ticket into that world of thriving is a fire, isn't it?
In this environment, I'm going to try using the fire plough method. That's where I simply rub one stick into another like a plough forging a furrow. If I get my woods right, it should be relatively simple.
Fire! Okay. Needless to say, that opens all the doors, doesn't it? That is the key, that is the secret. I've now got ability to purify water faster than 4 to 6 hours. I've got the ability to cook food. I've got light at night. I've got warmth at night. We have fire. I've just chucked a big log on quite early doors because I'm in favour of a sea view, personally. So, get a big chunk of wood burning and then I can just carry it over. Easy. Ha! Fire transported. I've decided, now I've got a fire going, I've now got the ability to boil water, so I'm British. Let's have a cup of tea, eh?
I don't really have a tea bag, but I can use a plastic bottle, which won't melt as the flame's heat is totally absorbed by the water and will give me a morale-boosting hot drink.
Maybe don't try this at home in case you infuse yourself with plastic chemicals. Oh, it tastes nice. It's a hot drink. Oh, wow, it's good to have a hot cup of tea. Let's call it plastic tea.
Now I've got a means of boiling water and cooking food. It's time to get some proper calories inside me, and specifically, protein.
I think my task for the evening is explore the rock pools, explore the coast, and see what food I can get. Couple of starfish. Couple of small sea cucumbers, I think these are. Quite a lot of very small fish. Tiny, tiny ones, but there are fish. Lots of little snails. 2 snails. And the smallest crab in the world. Everything's escaping, so I'm putting them in my pocket. I'm happy. At the moment, already I have a seafood broth. Whoa! Watch out, it's slippy. There's clearly plenty to survive on. It's just, is it thriving? Oh, he's big enough to warrant. First half decent sized crab. All right, I've got a pocket full of goodies. That might have to be it. Might call it a day there. Sun's hit the horizon. If I'm gonna cook this with any light, then I need to get back to camp.
I've got a haul of starfish, crabs, and snails, but with no pot to boil them in, my water boiling has given me another idea. In the same way that I can boil water in a plastic bottle, one of these plastic bags I've found can act as my soup kettle.
First plastic bag that I used had a hole in it. Second bag I used had a hole in it. Luckily, I'd collected 3 plastic bags, so it's in 2 layers of plastic, which I'm quite reassured about at the moment.
As with the water boiling, the water in the bag absorbs the heat, and the bag should stay intact. And before long, I should have my first proper meal, a seafood soup.
Didn't have the time to collect and purify water, so I won't be able to drink the soup of the chowder, but at least it will cook the food, eh? Looking good. Looking good. I've had enough of waiting. It's been hot for ages. I'm calling this... No, it's hot. Let's see what beast we've got here then. Starfish. That's the leg of a starfish. It's crunchy. Ah, bah. Holy gosh, that was horrible. Starfish bodies are not on the menu. Sorry. That's definitely a crab. One of them. The flesh feels almost cooked, but not quite. But I am eating purely for protein right now. Would we say I'm thriving yet? I'm gonna stop eating now. A bit more planning tomorrow, and it'll be better. I'm out.
For the next few days, I gather what I can from the rock pools, but it's hardly thriving.
I need a better source of food. I'm gonna put the drone up and I'm gonna look for another area on the island which potentially will get me an even better source of food. It's time to up the game again. And I'm gonna be eating properly. Okay, to that end of the island is mangrove. And mangrove actually could really help me. That is fascinating. Trusty drone has done it again. If you've got it, use it. That's what I say.
And before I head to the mangroves, I have more luck.
Oh, there's a lemon. Look at this. Is it a lemon or a lime? It's a lemon. Oh, there's loads. Oh my goodness, there really are loads. Oh my goodness. More. There's sandflies around here actually. So I'm gonna fill these quickly and get out of here because I'm not a fan of sandflies. Both pockets bulging. Just thinking, if I do catch anything, I'm gonna need something to put it in and a way of bringing it back. That'll do. Unfortunately, there's no shortage of containers. It's not gonna be an easy drag down the beach. Look at all those rocks. They weren't here at high tide. I think it has got to just be a drag, isn't it? The mangroves potentially could hold so much more in terms of food source that this feels very productive. This feels like, again, the right thing to do. Look at that fortress. Absolutely stunning. The structure of the mangrove is just designed to weather the elements. They're a sea defense. They're a haven for mangrove wildlife and all sorts of opportunities. That's a shark. That is a shark. Wow, okay. I can handle nurse sharks, but amazing to be out on my raft and have sharks swim underneath. I can see a spit of land ahead of me. I think it's a good place to drag the raft on up and start my hunt. Okay, I'm entering this gloomy world. It ain't gloomy, it's absolutely wonderful, and the sand is more muddy, and there are fish in here. Wow. You can hear the popping. All I have to do is dig down at the base of these roots, and there should be clams. That's a clam. That there is a clam. Right, well, there's one, there's more. Woohoo! Massive one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh my goodness. 26 clams. I am going home a happy man. back on my beach, and I got my clams.
A quick heat over my fire opens them up.
That's so hot.
And I'm going to use the acidic juice of my lemons to cook them cold and make a popular Latin American dish called ceviche.
The amazing thing about lemons is the acid that cooks the meat, essentially. You can have it with prawns, you can have prawn ceviche, fish ceviche. Every little cut on my hand is on fire at the moment with all the acid. Okay, no cooking. And I've got clam ceviche. 2 hours. This piece of netting is actually quite intact. Like everything, it smells of fish. If it's big enough, if I'm thinking hammock, fishy hammock. Oh my goodness me! My ceviche is almost ready, and I'm lying in a hammock. To an extent, I can start to relax now, can't I? Oh my goodness me, that is nice.